Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as the Union of Great Britain and Russia. I've been wanting to say that for once ever in Europa. So we have Russia as an ally. Sorry, more appropriately, an ally as a union. And they really like us, thanks to the fact that I have an absurd amount of gold income and pretty much can just bribe them to like me. Kind of amusing. So that's going well for us. The coalition against us is still rather large, but I can't imagine it's going to hold together much longer, except for maybe in India. Other than that, we are still one mission away and one conquest away from gaining land in India, which means we pretty much have to wait 7 years or so until we can get one more province from our war, and then we are done with India, and I don't ever want to invade or fight in it again, hopefully. I wouldn't mind conquering India, it's a lot of conquest. On the other hand, we are still suppressing rebels in that region. We are also trying to get rid of all other non-English cultures that I can possibly get rid of in England itself. I should probably at some point adopt other tolerated cultures, but the problem is there's so few of them. We can't really convert things at the moment, which is, again, annoying. Not that we really need to do too much conversion. Other than that, we're kind of in a pause state, waiting for both the Enlightenment to fire, coalitions to disband, etc. We did just help the Dutch take land in a war, which was generous of us. They would have won anyway, we just helped them smash their way through the HRE, which is kind of being consolidated. It looks like Austria, the Netherlands, Lorraine, Ravensburg, and Munster are the big winners. Although Magdeburg over here is doing pretty well, and they're still a theocracy. Go figure. Let's see what the government types of the world look like. I'm just kind of curious. Lots of admin monarchies. Obviously, we're going to be bright red. Russia's Tsardom. Lithuania, Ottomans are Ottomans. Mamelukes are Mamelukes. The Dutch. And there's actually a fair amount of theocracies hanging in there. Everyone else is pretty much admin monarchy at this point. It's the Berian Clan Council still for Buryata. I don't know why they're staying that far behind. Yeah, other than that, Japan might actually be a viable ally over here. Or at least a distraction. They just got beat up by China in a war, which is kind of hilarious. Also, it looks like a lot of the Ming tributary states want independence. Or at least Korea, Japan, and a couple other do. I think Pegu is one, yeah. And a handful of them. So the Ming might have some issues in the near future. In other news, we are doing pretty well in tech. I'm going to take this reduced missionary maintenance first, though. Not that we particularly need it, but we do have an army of full mercenaries, and that will save us a fair amount of them. Let's see, how much do our mercenaries actually cost? They're going to be the same amount, I'm just curious. Most everything is positive, which is good. Mercenary maintenance, 120%. Trading in cloth is helping, as are benefits for mercenaries. I don't think we'll be able to get that any lower anytime soon. I guess I shouldn't be too concerned about it. We've now caught up in military tech. In fact, we're ahead of time in military tech. So I'm wondering if it's time not to focus on military tech. Instead go for, like, admin. The next idea, you're at 26, so 2 more techs there. No, I'm going to let you revolt. I don't really... We've got 51 absolutism. I don't really care about revolts at this point, since I've got very small manpower reserve, actually. It should be larger, but it isn't. Let's project trade, English trade node, go home at war. I need to get that full benefit going. Honestly, I should build just an insane amount of trade ships in England, really, and dominate the trade node. Because right now the Dutch get more trade from that. Of course, the majority of everyone's trade is coming from outside, transferred in. Well, The modifiers are obviously transferred in. 148 gold. The English trade node is definitely the richest trade node in the world. Genoa is half of it. And, oh, that's another colony done here in Africa. I could, I suppose, go beat up Rwanda if I really want to. Not that great land, though. Really depends on how warmongery I really want to be. England's not what you'd call the best world conquest nation. The Marathas are rebellious. Is that a new thing, them becoming core province? Or I might just be going crazy on that front. Looks like Bahamanis is dying, though. Or War is in the war, too. Well, I'm going to stay out of that as much as possible. Now, you really need to be in, like, a better location. My navy is a bit on the weak side these days, so I gotta keep an eye on that. I think we have the largest navy, but I don't know how much of a consolation that really is. We have significantly more troops than everyone else, heavy ships in particular. We don't have any galleys because there's no point to that. We have a lot of transports, not a lot of light ships though. In the event of a naval war, we probably win just to sheer number of heavy ships. Especially the morale and heavy ship combat ability bonuses we get. All of which, very hard to wipe us out. Ah, there we go. That's what I was after. Give me money. Means I can upgrade these ships. We don't look like we have to deal with a succession anytime soon. We still got a 39-year-old on the throne. We've got alliances with the Russians. Well, we got a union with the Russians, royal marriages with the Dutch. Newton is now around. Awesome. We are up to 41% innovation. Obviously, I already got the 50% innovation achievement, but it looks like we're en route to get it again. In other news, I should probably also boost our corruption. Something ridiculous like 50. Just because I'm getting tired of a 2% corruption rate on everything. Maratha, Jarkon Separatists, those will be dealt with. Ah, that's what I forgot. Forts. We need forts. We need to upgrade forts. Level 8 forts are insanely good at holding territory. Big priorities, Egypt against the Ottomans. And obviously France. Even though I'm pretty sure England at this point is almost as rich as France itself, but France is still no joke, although Paris only being 25 compared to London. England's in pretty good shape. Obviously we have a lot more development to do on that front, but Mary the secretive, benevolent, and strict seems to be ruling fairly well in London. And that would be another colony done. Apparently this is a huge wasteland province that I haven't been paying any attention to its existence. I didn't even know that one was there. Anyhow, the colonies have 13 colonies have almost colonized all their lands, and Newfoundland is pretty good shape. Go Newfies, my watchers. Mexico, I'm pretty sure is maxed out. The only thing we could do might be beat up New Spain, but I'm pretty sure this is part of British Columbia, which British Columbia doesn't have a lot of troops, really. Might want to actually look through my colonial nations to make sure none of them are horribly in debt. Oh, Newfoundland is off that debt. Looks like other than that, we're in good shape. Both British Columbia and Columbia. Too small to actually give me any benefits, which is annoying. California is huge. Sadly, Portugal still owns it. There we are. The Enlightenment has fired, and sadly, wouldn't you know it, I didn't get it. Instead, it ended up in Austrian territory of Dalmatia. However, since I did go nuts building universities, we should get it at a pretty good rate. Obviously, it's going to take a while, but once we do, we'll get even more cultural conversion benefits, even though I've already wasted tons of Diplo power on that front. Yeah, if we actually ever get around to that, we'll be in good shape. I don't think there's any other cultures. Oh, we're at the Baleares Catalan. Got to get rid of that. Anything that prevents Spain from getting involved with that land again will be great. So we'll have to save money for that, but I should also make sure these forts that I wanted are in good shape. Come on. Game started to get rather slow, which makes sense. It's 1700. 1700 and I'm absurdly rich. Yearly army tradition. Huh. That symposium modifier is a rather nice one. These guys are kind of like, we really want to revolt, but we don't really want to revolt. Got a lot of coring I could do, but other than that, not much else. Still trying slowly to convert France. Can't ask for an Inquisitor advisor. Actually, I could now. I suppose that might be worth it. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. Let's get an Inquisitor. Sorry, tax modifier guy. You're great. I love you, but we're going to be a little bit intolerant for a while here. Hopefully we can at least convert a couple of these provinces. Actually, I'm going to take stability. We have now got all the Age of Absolutism abilities, which doesn't help us too much. But we will soon get to Age of Revolution, and we should instantly be able to hit a Golden Age if we want to. I don't know what I'd use the Golden Age on, though. That would be Yemen gone from the war. Nice. Spain is no longer in a coalition versus us. Awesome. Now, question is Burgundy going to leave the coalition? Burgundy, of course, being the major target at all. Tibet and Orissa are in it. Interesting. Looks like Murwar and Batamanis did win that war they were fighting with. Oh, another stability with Vijayanagar and Orissa. That is nice. Probably finish off Vijayanagar. Oh no, they're in a coalition versus me. Of course they are. Of course they are. Cheaper loan? No, I think we'll go for tech. British Mexico again is wanting independence. You know, I'll decrease the tariffs on British Mexico a little bit. Not ideal, but to reduce tariff income. If it keeps them under control, for now at least, I'll be happy with that. Let's give Russia their orders. They want to... Actually, I'll let them decide on what they want. Although, in the event of a war with like the Ottomans, I think aggressive would be key. There we go. Another one of the provinces here in Europe converted. Renee will also make sure definitely to convert Breton culture. Speaking of the Enlightenment, how is that going? 31% in London. Nice. I could probably pop it in London because London's development is relatively cheap at the moment. Go catch up in admin tech. Still behind in Diplo, but that's not a problem. 4% cheaper all power costs is lovely, though. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, we definitely need a lot of money. Diversion is possibility. Income is good. It's gonna take a couple thousand gold to be able to buy the upgrade there. Yep. Make sure the 7th fleet here is in good shape. But other than that, I think all our ships are pretty well upgraded in good shape. So, I believe that's another Mexican colony done. Yep. Oh, not Mexican, Brazilian. What am I doing? I know the difference between Mexico and Brazil. One's in Russia and the other's in Indochina. Burgundy's defender of the Catholic faith, not good. At least when we fight another war with Spain or Burgundy, we will have imperialism, which will be so much reduced aggressive expansion. That is a bit of an issue that the Ottomans are trouncing the Timurids so thoroughly. Timurids, though, gotta be able to put up something of a fight, I'd imagine. They've got 100,000 troops. Both the Ottomans and them are out of manpower, and the Ottomans have 130 mercenaries. Yeah, I should raise another mercenary army, looking at the world, but can't afford it at the moment. Although I can stop supporting loyalists in Russia for some time. Too bad you're so large, Trebizond, otherwise you'd be a perfect target for my... Although I could declare war and have Russia take all the lands. Yeah. I'll wait. I will wait. Don't want to risk any aggressive expansion until the conquest of Burgundy. Because we have to take, what, 3 provinces there and 4 down here? 5 down here. What does that net us if we take out Burgundy? Gives us a royal welcome. Cheaper core and core creation. Not perfect, but it does make progress. Plus it would kill Burgundy. The issue is the Dutch might start taking land from Burgundy as well. It's gonna be a huge war though. Definitely one of the larger wars I've fought in a while. William just died, so no longer have an heir. That is a bit worrisome. On the other hand, if he dies, I just get a von Habsburg on the throne, so not the worst outcome, I guess. Ready to get a royal marriage with the Dutch, Austria. Sharka, right, is my culture doesn't want a royal marriage. Anyone I can royal marriage safely? It was Poland or Lithuania, but we got a pretty good shot at a new era, I'd imagine. Although, if we do die, do we lose our union with Russia? No, it would continue. Huh? Wait a second. This dies, Preble von Habsburg would take over. But it's not telling us I have an heir. Maybe that would be who would take over? Maybe. I don't know. Though I would like a heir, if possible. Not having an heir in Europa, very bad thing. Very bad thing. Send you to hunt pirates, trade no gold. We've got a huge amount of ships devoted to hunting pirates, but even still, there's still more pirates. Really Spain, if I remember. Spain and Sweden. Spain. Ugh. Evil Spanish. Go to the English, definitely. Let's improve London. Let's improve London. Development. There we go. I have an excess of military power to spend. Improve Oxford. That's like 25 on that. And these are already at 25-ish. Good. How much does it take? A lot more than I have. Okay. A lot more than I have. But now it's going to spread rather quickly because we have it in some provinces. I might as well throw some development into that province. There we are. I could attack Merwar. So before Merwar joins a coalition, threatened for that last province. They're going to join it right pretty much next month. I suppose I could attack them. I mean, I could attack them and I could call the Timurids into the war. I don't really want to pick a fight though. I suppose I can wait. Or maybe I can't. Well, if the Timurids start the war on their own... If Burgundy left the coalition, I could probably threaten more war. Burgundy is actually really close to wanting to leave the coalition. What are the Mamelukes up to this? Mamelukes have 3 provinces. I could beat them up. It would be funny to vassalize them and beat them Ottoman lands. Then the problem is I'd control Egypt. There we are. Alfred von Habsburg. 434, weak air. Not ideal. Not ideal at all, but what we get. Also, apparently I can still have an issue with Cromwell, which is annoying. Bookmaking. Umbria. Spread of Enlightenment philosophy. Paper's more expensive, but the Pope has rebels. Let's finish converting Brittany. Then we will deal with converting other people outside of Europe. Actually, we'll target Corsica here next. Sadly, I can't get the Spanish not to have a claim on Gibraltar. It's a little annoying. Actually, before I forget, I should strengthen Gibraltar, right? Level 8 fort. Level 8 everywhere if possible. Though I don't actually need a fort here. By level 6. Don't particularly need it. It wasn't doing much. It was just a nice little roadblock. Also, let's strengthen the fort down here now. Got it. Yep. This is just a holdout in case somehow I lose other of my Indian territories. I was going to also build transport ships. Or trade ships, sorry. Might want to wait on these. It's actually spreading through my lands rather quickly. The Pope still really hates us. Tuscany, though, likes us. Ooh. Actually, that's a pretty good network alliance. Netherlands, Austria, and me. I'll royal marriage my way into Tuscany. Might be. Worst comes to worst, I go to war with Spain and I lose them. But I don't actually have... I don't think I actually have to fight Spain for any of the other achievements, actually. No, I don't. I have to go after HRE, the Ottomans, the Dutch, and Northern HRE. I do have Russia. I do have Russia on my side. Succession in Lorraine. 17 years old, not an issue. Not an issue at all. Instead, let's improve relations with Burgundy a bit, even though we are going to fight them. If I can get them out of the coalition, that would be nice. I don't think Marwar is in the coalition. No, they've not joined. Do we want Admiralty or the Royal Army? Army tradition and naval tradition. I'm gonna go with probably army tradition, really. Naval tradition is better. Do the Royal Army instead. The way we have better generals. Better admirals don't matter as much, really. More Anglican stuff. More money. I'm really glad I paid the money to get that center of conversion earlier on. Otherwise, I have no idea what of a mess I'd be in. Low conversion in Nantes. Tolerating the Lollards was also smart. There we go. Pretender rebels, Jacobins. James Stewart. Not really a threat, honestly. I mean, I guess they're supposed to be a threat to England itself, but if I was a lot weaker, they would be. But here, they're not even a problem. I'll let them take like one province and then we'll go squash them. Get cheaper loans. A little bit, I guess. Austria has adopted the Enlightened. Selective breeding of livestock. Cool, Austria. British Mexico again with the rebelliousness. 579 development miles. Yeah, see, there's no liberty desire for development among Russia. Just admin efficiency development. Mexico. Be a lot better, couldn't it? Okay, let's get some New World Charter, get some money. Perfect. And we can buy the Enlightenment for 8,000 gold. I'm gonna wait a month or two. It should go down considerably. We have a fair amount of 90s in this area. Please save me a couple hundred gold. And we'll wait on that too. If there's any particular rush on that front. General died. That looks like the best we're gonna get for a while. So 7,000 gold. Cheaper conversion cost. Archipelago frigate. And we've already completed build manufactories. Watt steam engine. That'll be strong. And the Industrial Revolution, we have to build furnaces. Derby, Glamorgan. For that, we need 20 there. Chester, because of coal. A lot more development points. Oops, no. Do that, and then up here. Actually, this might be the next big target. Manufacturing. Not. Oh, we already. Oh, furnace requires coal. Okay. Why can't? Oh, wait, we probably don't have the tech. What tech is that? The tech is required for that. Oh, you have to get the enlightenment in the province first. Okay, that makes sense. Makes a lot more sense, actually. Okay, that one's done too. What do we want to do here? Charter colonies, I guess. We haven't gotten that in a while. People are leaving the coalition against me, even better. Losing a lot of crownland money though. But another colonist, I guess. Probably send it to Africa, might as well. Spain has now entered the coalition against us again. Oh, because other people have joined. Yeah. Tibet, I don't know why Tibet is mad with me. They've got really no real incentive to be angry with me, but they are. Yemen isn't, because they're fighting somebody. Production of coal has shifted. Now, is there like a gold income from that or something? I don't actually own any gold provinces. You kidding me? Huh, I don't actually own any gold provinces. It's weird. Yeah, it doesn't have that enlightenment yet. Now it does. Okay, Glamorgan is the next target. It's gonna be a while. Stop developing London. Age of Absolutism will end in 31 months. State maintenance, I guess. Goods produce modifier if you're the leader in it. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, that should clear up another mission once those are built. Derby, Glamorgan, Chester, and Northumberland. Perfect. That will improve London even further. Okay. Trade is the focus. Anything that nets us more trade in the English Channel trade node is good. We need 80%. 85%. Doesn't look like we actually have to fight the Dutch. We just have to control the channel. No chance I can get them to give me trade powers there. Okay, well, I think on that note, that will be it. We had a small coalition, now it's rebuilt itself, annoyingly. But it should get smaller again fairly soon. So, coal has arrived, we have the Enlightenment, we are in good shape. English trade missions, or English missions in general, are doing fairly well. We might actually get them all. We're at 30 out of 41-ish. So that's it. And in a certain amount of years, 43, so 35 years or so, we should be able to start integrating Russia if we want to, or just keep them as a union. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.